Warning. The ZeroDead podcast is made for mature audiences only. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hi, my name is Alex Guillotte, and I'm the one responsible for this scenario that the poor souls of ZeroDead podcast are currently enduring. If you're enjoying the story, you can pick it up at drivethroughrpg.com, as well as a number of other scenarios including Highway of Blood, Carnival of Madness, The Grindhouse Collection, and Viral. Now grab a bag of popcorn, turn out the lights, and curl up with a blanket as we return to the frigid wilderness of British Columbia in this episode of The Pipeline.
You're standing on the top floor of the dormitory in the game room with, again, a lot of, 3 pinball machines and a pool table, a bar with beer on tap, draft beer. And you're standing looking at each other, figuring out what to do with Daniel. Take it away.
I'll go and draw myself a beer. Like, this is a stressful situation. Could use something to relax a little.
Do you really want the doctor drunk?
I'm not gonna get drunk.
Just a glass.
Just
yeah.
Let's all have a glass. So,
I also
anyone
want
else?
one. Yeah, definitely.
I'll take one. Yes, definitely.
Not for me, thank you. But is there any soda?
Yeah, like there is a lot of water, cola, Crystal Pepsi. Did I have Crystal Pepsi in those years? I don't remember.
I think that's later.
Yeah, probably the 90s. Anyway, there is soft drinks, pops, and non-alcoholic beverages galore.
I will have a Coca-Cola.
Coco has a Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola.
My own brand.
Are we killing Daniel? I'll just write and say it.
No, we're not. We're not killing anyone anymore.
Do we have enough meds to sedate him throughout the night?
Well, do we really want to use the meds?
And
all
why
of the meds?
Why do we
That's
want
what
to
I'm saying,
sedate
like,
him? What are we scared of? That he can be violent?
Well, just like as you seeing Steve. Ooh, was it Steve? No. Who? Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Bill
When you've seen Bill William change, and like we've established that Daniel knows Bill, I'm starting to think that maybe he's going to change into one of these monsters.
Well,
We don't know that for sure.
But there were multiple of them.
Doctor, if you check him, would you be able to say if there is any anomaly or anything weird with him?
Maybe if I do some extensive analysis, maybe.
But that
I can
means
try.
you have to get very close, and that means we have to use more sedation, and that also means that we do not have sedation for if something happens to us.
Yeah, Coco. And I also don't think that we should sedate him, because then maybe we won't see the real him. I think the doctor should be able to, see, because when you give a medication to a person, you are changing the body of that person. So if there is anything weird, maybe the doctor wouldn't see. I don't know. I'm just...
Plus, Kila's already been really close to him already, so if there was any exposure at all, we've already been all exposed.
You mean like a virus, like something that can
or
be...
something like he's got, Because you took him to the show, didn't you, and washed him?
No,
yeah.
was there with him.
I keep thinking more and more we should just leave him in the cold room and block both exits so he will stay there.
Yeah, but he knows we've been here. Is he a vector? That's...
Okay, in this case, Killswitch, we are... All right, we are having a beer now, right? And a cola.
Yeah.
So I think we can say these things.
We're all shit-talking each other. We're all just sitting about having 1 minute out of this weird place and just... Yeah, let's have a
Right
beer.
now, we are in a situation where we believe that a human being can turn into a monster, right? That's what we're talking about.
I'm starting to believe it. I mean, with other things within the agency, you kind of get this sort of shit. And let's just say I feel like it was more humanoid, something that ripped off the door outside. And there seems to be a lot of firefights from in the building as well. Yet no firearms.
For me, and I want to make a note for my friends that are playing with me, that my character now has almost no charisma. Just so sometimes I will say things that...
Kilo, why are you so dull?
It's me.
What's wrong? You used to be so witty.
It's very mean, but for me, if we are not sure who he is, he should die. Because we don't have energy to keep him safe if we are all in danger. So he cannot help us, we cannot help him, and he might be a vector. So I think he should die.
No, we'll keep him locked up, but we're not killing anyone anymore.
Well, I mean, if we have to, we will, but...
If we have to, but right now we don't. We can't just go, oh, maybe this guy is a vector, let's just kill him just to be on the safe side.
I mean, I'm usually the trigger-happy one, but this time I think we should leave him in the cold room.
There's 2 votes for kill, 2 votes for no.
Why don't you ask Daniel what he votes?
Yeah. I was about to say, let's ask Daniel.
Yeah,
what does he think?
As a compromise, keep him locked up and secured away. Do we weld him in so he really?
I mean,
can we compromise it? Can we compromise then at least and sedate him throughout the night? Because if he changes during the night, I'd rather have a sedated animal than
no sedation.
Sedation.
We need the sedation.
This thing can rip doors off. There's blood everywhere, and we're still next to the room. We're going to just look in that room of what it can do.
We'll be in a different building, and besides, if he turns into this monster, do you think he will be stopped by welded doors and some medicine or some sedation?
So that's my new point. What are we doing about this thing? That whoever turns, if it's him or if something else turns into this creature, what are we going to do? What's our plan to do against that? Because by now I feel that we have 0 chance. The only chance we have is to try to run. And we saw in the bathroom, for example, what happens to people that cannot run.
How long does it take to weld the door?
About 30 minutes.
Usually.
So welding 2 doors. Actually, wait, remind me, is the door from the cold room to outside, does that have a keypad? Or a locky thingy? Locky
3C.
Key? Card key.
Yeah, key card.
Key card. You don't know because you haven't checked the outside on that side.
We exit from there, right?
Yeah.
Because we put on the clothes, so we must know.
Yeah, we can say, because would we have had to push a button to exit? Sometimes you don't need a key card, or you only need a key card on one side, but you have that normal push to exit button.
But it would take a lot shorter to weld the mechanism, or at least, this make so that it won't work with the fire, then weld the entire door. That is what I mean.
And then we would lock ourselves there. That's your suggestion?
Yeah, but...
No, we lock Daniel in.
Okay. But what is the difference between doing this and
No, but I'd say, well, the mechanism, what you call it, even so, like, the door was ripped off its hinges. So the mechanism wasn't the point of failure.
It helps. Right. Although if it's an animal, it might not care at all if there is a mechanism. You would just try to break it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But then, like as I said, like I'm feeling that it's humanoid.
Okay, so more and more I think about it. It seems to be going
through doors that are not ripped off, like it's open doors as well.
So more and more I think about it, I think we should shoot Daniel.
Oh.
It's only taking a lot of time.
No.
I know you've taken the Hippocratic Oath, Doc, but...
We can't keep killing innocent people.
How do we know he's innocent?
Have you ever heard of the term innocent until proven guilty? Have you?
But we're in Canada.
It's news for me. I've never heard of that. Do people do that?
In Canada they do, yes. Innocent until proven guilty. Yes.
Do they believe everybody's innocent before you can prove them guilty? All right. So what are we going to do to keep ourselves safe then?
I mean, we can make a decision. We can make a decision later, but we
need to get the radio working.
Yes.
Let's go. I just guys, I understand. I don't want to keep talking about Daniel. I think we've lost a lot of time talking about him already. But what I want to know is how the 4 of us will keep ourselves safe. Do we have a plan for that?
Weld the doors.
Weld the doors. That's it.
How long does it take to and stuff in front as well?
How long does it take to unweld a door?
That's what I mean. Like
about 30 minutes. Yeah, doesn't the acetylene torch will just burn through like a do laser James Bond shit.
I imagine that if we were going to make it difficult to get in, it's also difficult to get out.
Yeah, so there's pros and cons of being where we are. Like we could hold up in the dormitory probably better. but it's got accesses to the underground, which is a big con. Here we have no escape route, such as say in the Radio Shack.
But we have
But at
ways
the same
to
time-
defend.
Yeah, there's less points of entry and less like flanks. So
And by defend, you mean using our guns by now.
yes.
Yes.
Did the Radio Shack
No.
room have a window?
Yes,
Yes,
because
because we
Yes.
threw out the body.
Head.
Oh yeah, throughout the body. But this outside window, there's nothing outside of the like. There's no way of just literally getting in the window from outside, because we could use like a rope out of there as an escape route if something's coming at the door. If something's trying to break down a welded door, we can use that to get out.
Also, maybe we could check in the pantry if we can find stuff to make a bomb.
I mean,
bomb.
I still believe that
Bomb or something
somewhere,
that explodes.
somewhere in this complex, there will be guns. There has to be.
But
But where?
are we willing to check?
Well, I believe, my theory is that it is in the basement.
We are in the building now, right? We are in the building 2.
Yeah, we're grabbing the stuff
Yeah,
in
we
the
are.
room building too. So.
So
First floor
because we
building
are
two.
upstairs. We are upstairs. We are above Daniel. We are in the.
Yeah.
We can just go to the basement then. But I think
We only have 2 hours though before sunfall, so we need to like get ready for the night.
Maybe we need also a plan. Like if we see something or we have to run, where are we going to run to? We so we don't panic and everybody goes everywhere doing everything. If we are attacked, what's our plan? To attack back or to run away?
I think we can do either, to be honest. We don't have anything to attack them with. Running away, I don't think it will do anything. I think we just need to hope that there's nothing in the basement and get the radios working as quickly as possible.
I mean, we have guns. The guns that we have. I have a machete.
In nature, if we are being attacked by something similar to what this animal looks like, which by now I think it's a bear, Koko, usually what would be the suggestions, like how we would fight back or how we would, for example, try to keep safe? You jump in a tree, what do we do?
Shoot it in the head.
Shoot it in the head.
Between the
Okay.
eyeballs.
All right.
That is the quickest way.
Maybe something like bear spray, at least temporarily.
But bear spray in a enclosed space will also knock us
Because
out.
it's like a pepper. Yeah, it's like a...
So I think it will hurt us more than the bear.
Okay, but if we are in the open, that would work.
It might do.
So maybe we should try to find something
But-
like that.
I've seen the footsteps. We've seen the footsteps. I see the claws. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
sure it is an actual bear.
No, I don't think so too.
I have a plan. I have crazy thinking. We hold up in the upstairs of the Radio Shack room. We weld the door, but we have a lovely piece of string going through a hole on the top. There's to bear spray on the outside, so the door welded shut, the bear spray won't affect us. If something knocks on the door, we can pull the bear spray, boom!
Yeah.
Do we have bear spray?
Well,
There's got to be some around. It's a remote area. isn't it? It's probably
maybe there's
Yeah,
some in
there-
the
somewhere.
basement.
But
Bit
maybe...
of a look roll.
I hate to say, but maybe we should split up here. The
I
skill
do
switch,
not.
I think...
No.
Killswitch needs to get started on this radio as fast as possible.
We need
Yes.
to
He
get the
also
message
needs
out to-
he also needs lights, I assume, in order to fix this thing.
But the buildings are lit, right?
Yeah, but you don't really want to draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
I
So
do
I
not
have
agree.
And it takes 2 hours to fix the radio, so there's 2 hours of sunlight left.
I do not
So-
agree we should split
No,
up.
You think we should split?
yeah, but
no.
where would the other
absolutely
party
not.
go? That's the thing, Kardiac. Where would the other party go? If I'm held up in the
Scout.
Radio Shack with someone where
Well, the other party scouts the basement for half an hour, just runs through it quickly, see if there's anything that looks like a storage room that might contain guns, or like an armory. They find nothing, return to the basement, return to the Radio Shack.
I'll be on the
Well,
top floor.
he would have to be on the top floor, right?
Yeah.
Have
to
because
be in
that's
the
where
radio
connection
shack.
to
So-
the antenna is.
So
and,
is it important for him at least? Okay, so if we go to the basement, but the radio is in
You know,
another
fuck it.
building. It's
I'll
another
go on my
building.
own, because then I'll be all hidden away. No one will know I'm even there.
Oh, but
Yeah.
isn't the radio in another room? In another
Yeah.
building?
Yeah, you'd have to go outside.
Also, we are talking about splitting to different buildings even.
I
Yeah.
do not agree. I am absolutely against this.
Well, should we then at least get started into
Absolutely.
going into the basement instead of like standing around discussing here?
We're having a beer.
One more beer.
One more
But
beer.
I'm drinking my beer.
What's the
One
worst
on
that
the
could
go,
happen,
and
Doc?
then let's go. One for the road.
So we're skating in the basement, but do we have enough time?
Are there?
Well, we will
we
make
don't,
time.
but-
The thing is, if we split up, then we cannot. You're the one working on the radio. You're the one knowing how to weld, unless Kilo does as well. But I do not know how. That also means that the entrance to the radio, which seems to be a place that they want to go, is vulnerable.
But it will be anyway, because as far as I
Yes.
know, Killswitch is the only one who can fix the radio, and he's also the only one who can weld the door shut.
Is that true, Kilo? Can you weld?
I have electrician mechanic 40. Does that help?
I would say that you can weld. You will have to roll for how good it will be, but you can weld for sure.
I have navigate. Does navigate and radio would have anything to do with? Like,
No, navigate is more like how you navigate a path or a forest or an area, or use a map.
no.
Okay, we scout. I think we should stay together. We scout the cellar,
The basement.
the basement as quick as we can to find guns,
Okay. All right.
Because we've got guns, we don't need to weld the door.
and we need food. Well, we still need to weld the door.
Well, there might be food here in the rec room. I'll grab
Otherwise,
some.
there's food. There's food on the way down as well.
Yeah, downstairs there is food.
We have to go there.
Like canned food. Pudding can.
Give me some spam, baby.
Let's go then. If we are all doing this together, we definitely need to do as fast as
Time
we
is
can.
the essence. We need to get the fuck out of here. Yep.
Okay.
Glug.
On for the road.
I'm gonna stuff a few cans of Coke like in my pockets.
Me
All the
too.
time.
Pepsi.
Water. Maybe you said that there's water too, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Some
There's
bottles
a
of
bottle.
water.
Yeah, sure.
To my backpack.
I take the Fanta. I like the orange.
So you stuff your backpacks with any soda pop and water you can find, as much as it will hold and as much as you can carry. Head down the stairs. You come again to the lower part of the common area. The smell is already starting to permeate the room of our good friend and dearly beloved Bill, who's dead on the sofa. You have an option. You can either go outside and head to the building that houses, among other things, the radio shack, or you can take the stairs further down into the basement.
I think we need to
Basement.
grab the food from the storeroom first.
All right, so you
From the
head up-
pantry.
so you head up to the pantry, and it still has a lot of food, like a lot of canned food, maybe even some emeries that are expertly stacked, almost with military precision. You get them, you have enough food for an evening and a morning, and then maybe even a bit more.
But around the room, we didn't find extra backpack, maybe to add more food. Because I don't think we want to keep
I
traveling.
throw out the Fanta and I take some more food. Fuck the Fanta!
No, the Fanta stays. No, I'm just joshing with you. You get some food. Let me see, because it was in the adventure path how much food you could find. 10 individual meals.
Oh, that's more than 1 day and a half. Yeah.
Well,
if we don't eat, if we eat like moderately.
yeah, sure. So it's 4 of you. So you have a morning, a night, a morning, and then something for the road should it be needed.
And if it's all in cans, I'm gonna make sure to grab a can opener and like some spoons.
You've played with me before, I can tell. Seeing all this food, you slightly remember that the last time you ate a real meal, some real food that wasn't bars, energy bars. When was this?
I
while
don't even
ago.
remember.
I know that we cooked that. Was it reindeer mousse
No,
that we found?
that's a long time ago. We ate in between because I gave you all some bars before we went into the compound. But that's a while ago.
That is a while ago.
What's the closest can to me that I can see that doesn't fit in my backpack?
Spam.
I will open the spam and I will eat it because it has a pull tab.
Yes, indeed.
I'll just go and just shove it in my mouth.
Shove it in your mouth.
Okay, I think
It is a good protein.
I would do the same.
Yeah, so I would say that all of you grab something to eat from the pantry and maybe even share a bit. It's cold and it's not much, but it's better than stale reindeer meat and power bars at the moment. So you set off. Backpacks filled, tummies moderately filled, and the bear also gave some calorie intake. So you head down the stairs.
Who is going down first?
I'll go first, guns a-blazing. And I guess someone with another gun should go in the back and sort of walk backwards.
Did I keep my revolver or did someone take it from me? I think I gave it to someone, didn't I? Because I couldn't be trusted with it.
Also,
I think you gave it to Kilo.
I took it, yeah. But I have also a bat. Does anybody want it, or I would just hang in my backpack?
I'll take the bat.
Okay.
I have a machete, so I'll be fine.
I can stay in the back?
Yeah, I'll go second.
You head down. As you get down, you see an opening to your left that leads further into another hallway. An opening to your front. That's another hallway with, in the end, an offshoot to the left, but right around the middle, an offshoot to your right. You know that the offshoot to the right-hand side would move towards the garage. So you know sort of kind of your bearing on the map right now. Where do you want to go?
We could go and find out what's drawing all that power underneath the garage.
I think that is towards 12, and I think 12 is a place where I thought guns could be stored. Because that is the machine shop, and that's also where the maintenance lift goes, which is under the garage.
Machine shop sounds good to me. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go there. I'm the last one, so I'm just following.
What does the hallway look like? Or what does the basement look like? Because on the map it just looks like a long hallway, basically, with on the other end the stairs.
Well, the stairs are quite steep, descending over 20 feet beneath the surface. And as you get closer to the bottom, the thrum of machinery can be heard and warm air is rising up the stairwell. Upon reaching the bottom, you see that the walls have bundles of wires and pipes running along their length near the ceiling. The walls and ceiling have a thick layer of grey paint, while the floor is just smooth concrete. The underground sections you can see are lit by some fluorescent ceiling lights, positioned every 50 feet to coincide with the regular emergency shut-off valves and breaker panels.
There is light there, right? The light is working.
Yeah, the light is working.
Just head on down there.
Is there anything that looks off? Anything I notice as the one at the front?
Roll me alertness.
20, under 60.
You would know from what you have seen that not all cylinders in the pumping station, all the machinery in the pumping station is working to full capacity. And you can imagine that if you were down here, like the pumping machinery was working, you would have to use protection for your ears because the sound would be reverberating along the walls and down the corridors. But it's not quiet. You can still hear the faint hum of machinery and electricity working. But you don't see any blood, any dead bodies, any fur.
Do I smell anything?
No.
Okay.
Other than stale air and machinery, grease and stuff.
I turn around and I say to the group, this is not my natural environment. I do not like it.
Just keep moving, Koko.
Huzzah!
Adventure awaits. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
You set off, and past the first offshoot to your left, you take the second offshoot, which goes to your right. It's a long hallway. The fluorescent light gives an eerie glow. You press on, and before long, you see a room that contains a fully stocked machine shop that includes welding equipment, an anvil, industrial lathe, and racks of raw metal for fabrication. A self-contained cargo elevator for moving large parts and supplies between the machinery shop and the garage above has a label that says its capacity is 6,000 pounds or 2,722 kilograms. In the corner is an air compressor, a rack of air tools, and an assortment of hammers. Killswitch.
Yes, sir.
You see this large elevator, this large cargo elevator, and it just clicks.
Oh.
This was the thing that was asking so much power. It's just
There's no like weird machines down here, guys. It's just literally the elevator.
It's just a constant asking for power for the moment it gets used.
But do I notice any spare parts for the snowcats?
There are a lot of spare parts for the snowcats, yeah.
We might be in business, guys, for an escape.
Radio first.
Radio first, and escape second.
But then we need to make this elevator work again. That's what
Where
you
are the
mean?
weapons?
You don't see any weapons?
You don't see any weapons, but Killswitch knows that he can make some, like, fairly decent handheld melee weapons with the stuff that's in here.
Let me get to business. So, weld this piece to this piece. Oh, look, a club.
If that's what you want to do?
No, I don't think we've got enough time to improvise weapons here. We need to find actual weapons. But now I'm actually starting to think of a new theory. What happens if we're not the first team to actually come here? Because it doesn't seem like a military place. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of like armament areas, or you shouldn't be carrying your weapons in this area. There's no guard towers or nothing. Why is the firefight was from another group? Just food for thought while we're down here. Maybe the weapons we're looking for don't exist.
But there was that recording of a phone call, and that wasn't that long before we got sent out, right? Like, there wasn't that much time in between.
It was like a few days ago, wasn't it? Because that's where Bill come from, weren't it? It was Bill's video.
No, we mean the recording that we heard before we were sent out. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is maybe the maintenance shack. I do not know. Can anyone else think of places?
Well, there is. By the look of it, hold on. I'm checking the map again. I can see Building 4 is a supply building. Because on the basement one, it says supply building on the far right ladder stairs on the other side of the generator room. So maybe in supplies. Like there's a secure lockup in supplies. Then maybe someone could break in.
So that would also bring us close to the Radio Shack.
Then we can go from Building 4 to into 3.
You also said that there were some unopened crates still in the garage that maybe we wanted to check out.
But the only reason we had to go there because of the fuel leak. But now I've turned off the power to the garage, and I so.
Yeah, but we're below the garage right now.
Yes, but there is the stairs.
Yeah.
The only thing is the garage is compromised. Wasn't there a door that was off of the hinges?
Yeah, but there is something there that we didn't check in the crate.
Which was the crate? Yeah.
And
okay,
you can see on the far end of the stairway of the hallway, you can see a 4-foot square hatch that leads towards, or that would lead towards the garage with a ladder that you can climb.
No.
Let's maybe pop up, check the boxes, come back down this way, and then to the supply room. Yep.
All right.
Who goes upstairs?
I'll go first.
Yes, everyone is going.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Should I go now closer to Koko with the gun, because it feels that there's nothing dangerous behind us, but we really don't know what's going to be in front of us.
Wait, there is a hatch.
Yeah,
in the
which
ceiling.
needs to be opened.
Could it be open from the inside?
From the spatial awareness that I have of the garage, are the crates on top of the hatch?
No.
Okay, good.
No, because I think that the crate was close to the door.
Yeah,
wasn't it? The door we left.
The large open doors and the personnel door that you went through. Yeah.
Here goes nothing.
So you head up, open this hatch, and step in. And again, you see the 2 snowcats. One is clearly in the process of being repaired. Near the back wall on the opposite side, you see this roughly 3-foot square wooden crate that you know has the word fragile stamped on it in red.
I will get closer to it, and I want to get my flashlight to check it.
You check this box, you check the label, and it's been pre-approved by US Customs, which is not only very shady, but downright illegal.
Ooh.
Do you open the box?
I'm gonna look for a crowbar or something.
You can find a crowbar easily enough and wedge it in the crate and whip it open. You see a lot of straw, and in the middle of all the straw, you see some sort of animal skull that is shaped vaguely like that of a humanoid, except it's enormous. It's like twice the size, maybe even thrice the size of a human skull.
Koko, do you recognize this as something?
Do I?
Does any of you have like an anthropology skill?
Forensics?
I would give you forensics, sure.
Not chili dice. 51 over 50.
You got luck.
I'll use 1 luck point.
It looks like some unknown species of maybe a primate of some sort. And deducing what you already know, it must have stood between 10, maybe 15 feet tall. I don't know what the layman's term in meters is, but I think it's about
That's like
3.
Yeah.
Let's see, 15 feet to meter.
It's the technical term. It's fucking massive.
It's 4.5 meters, so it's 3 to 4.5. No, wait, was it 10? Yeah, 3 to 4.5 meters tall. Indeed, fucking massive.
Can I check to see if it's real? Like it's actual bone?
Sure. How would you check?
Intelligence, I guess?
No, sure.
48 under 60.
It's real bone. It's ancient, it's old, but it's real bone. Is there anything specific you want to check about this skull?
If we can see, I would like to see if there is any type of tribe sign or something like that.
Any markings?
No markings. It's just a smooth skull, basically.
Is there any paperwork
injuries?
in the crate with it?
No injuries, no paperwork in the crate, no injuries that you can tell. But although it's very old, it's not fossilized.
Doesn't it look like it was capped in some type of liquid or material that kept it not to disintegrate, to be destroyed?
Not that you can tell, but you know that if you remember what you read, it was found in a very cold place, so the cold would have preserved it pretty much. Kardiac, roll me a medicine check.
42 under 80.
You check this skull, and it has distinctly human characteristics, including the number and type of teeth and the shape of the occipital bone at the base of the skull.
Okay. And I know that there's no other primate or large ape that has these kind of features.
Not that you know of.
Yeah.
At least not in this fucking size.
Is there anything else in this crate? Like any other bones or...
Nope, just a skull.
Is there a shipping label on the box? Where was it being sent off to?
Well, there is indeed a shipping label that says pre-approved by US Customs, but it doesn't have an address, and that makes it downright illegal.
Do you think that whatever is alive is similar to these bones?
Yeah, I think the things that we saw were probably about the same size as this thing. So whatever those things are, they've been around for a good long while.
Do you think that this was found in, there was the earth slide and the cave was opened? But in that case, why is it here?
They're trying to send it to someone,
The people,
but who?
yeah, the people that found it brought it.
But was it brought here, or do they want to bring it out?
Well, okay. Again, we are talking about very weird stuff here, like humans that look like animals. But doesn't it seem like these things are trying to get this back?
Feels that way, like we've disturbed like some ritual.
But then why have they not
humans
taken
shouldn't
it?
say, not us, but they don't know where it is.
That's
Well,
a
it is
good
in a
question.
I mean, it is in a crate. If they can smell it,
Maybe they can't.
But then why attack the pumping station if they don't know that it's here?
They know the people came from the pumping station.
And we also
Is
don't know how racial these
It-
things are, like how much
It
they're
stands to
able
reason
eat.
they know it's the people from the pumping station because we're the only humans for hundreds of miles.
I think we're making a
Sure,
lot of
but-
assumptions.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
That's what we do. We're
I-
investigating.
I don't think we've seen anything that indicates they are smart enough to have some sort of concept of respect for the dead or wanting a skull back?
I mean, if everyone is okay with it, we can leave the skull, we can leave the crate open so that
Leave
if they
it
come
outside.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
I mean,
against
the
it.
door to this place is open already.
Oh,
But
maybe the
maybe
attract them being open. Maybe open now. We need to seal it back up quickly. Yes. Get the nails out.
I do not know.
it could be because, like Koko said about the smell, so maybe they can smell it. But also, I'm going a bit further if we are just doing assumptions and saying weird stuff. I don't think that maybe they came for the bones, but maybe they came because of it. It's like when you access these type of things, you kind of unblock, you open the world to allow creatures like this to come out. Maybe they are not trying to carry back, they are just now free.
Or it's a territorial dispute. Because we've stepped on their land, now they're coming back for revenge. We don't know what the Exxon guys did.
But
I'm trying to read the little piece of paper that we found in William's and Daniel's pockets.
Yeah. Speaking about
I actually have turned that one.
Yeah.
Because there are some notes that are interesting. It's very similar to the map we had, but it does have stuff, for example, break valve at BV31.
Describe this page for me that you have for our audio listeners.
Me?
Anyone?
Koko.
Well, it seems to be a map of the pipeline of the region with all the junction points and pumping stations indicated, with also one, like there's two pipelines connecting to each other, and one of them is in a dotted line instead of a full line. That's the one going towards Telegraph Creek, and that is also connected to.
No, I'm gonna.
Is the dotted line the river?
It's the road next to the river towards Telegraph Creek.
Okay.
But you know that is not a road. It's a path, basically. The solid line, that's the pipeline. If you lay it over the map you have of the shooting landing, you can see that the pipeline veers off to the left on the map.
I'm not sure there are other pumping stations. I just think that there are junctions or where the pipe makes kinks around the mountain. But one of them says maintenance hatch.
Yeah.
P maintenance hatch, which is up and then up the road following the path towards Telegraph Creek. About 5 miles. That's where the landslide was. And that's where it says Arc site. So I guess that's archaeology site?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's probably where that skull came from. Koko says in a French accent. There are too many options here. I feel like we want to fix the snowcat. I would love to check out the archaeology site. But do we have time? I do not know. But we also have the radio. Because without the radio, we cannot contact anyone. And we cannot even ask if they knew. We cannot contact the Green. We cannot contact our agency to ask if they knew anything about this. Anything about the skull.
No, but we can get backup. We can tell them there's definitely vectors here, and we get them to send another cell.
Yeah.
We can also
Our
ask.
plane is crashed and we need extraction.
Yes.
And also we can ask where Bill and Daniel are from. If they have any idea. If they're
don't think
connected to something.
I think they will. But yeah, I think the radio should be our first priority still. We need backup, possibly evacuation.
We're gonna
At
have
the
to
very
code
least,
this
we need
because
to
it's going to be. Right,
Sorry,
we need to
go on.
code how it's said because it's going to be listened to by everyone on the radio as well.
Oh, yeah,
So
you're right.
we can't mention about Bill and Daniel.
It's all right. I just think then we should get the radio on because it's also important to know if we will be able to get the help of anybody or if we are here by ourselves.
Has it been made public that something has happened at this pumping station?
No, not that I'm aware. That's why we've been sent. No, but there was the other team, so...
As far as you know, this hasn't been made public.
Yeah. Before us, do we know if other group tried to come?
No, you were the first response unit to get in there.
No, have we ever questioned if the airplane accident was an accident? Or
You
if
have
it
never
was
questioned,
hard.
no?
Well, I'm thinking about this now.
But we were all asleep.
Yeah.
You want to go back and
But,
check the crate?
well,
Let's
I do
trek 3 days in the
remember.
snow again.
You know why I'm saying that? Okay, first thing first. I do remember that I asked the pilot how the weather was just right before I sat back and fell asleep, and he said that there was nothing that looked too bad, that it should be a smooth flight, that there could have a little bit of a...
He did say that, and then he said, but I'm seeing some anomalies, like some weather formation.
Yes.
Like snow, I think?
Yeah. So, and why I'm thinking that, because if this happened to us not by accident, that means that anybody we are asking to come here might not even survive to get to us, because we are here by luck. We could have died. Not that I think that we shouldn't try to contact. I'm just wondering if there will be help anyways.
I do feel like they must have known that something was wrong because we weren't the only ones who were sent, remember? There were military-type people also sent.
Also, if we are working for real Delta Green, once they hear about the accident, or they hear about nobody answering back to them for days now, wouldn't be of their interest to send other group to still kill the Vector.
And they might think that we are a Vector.
What's your vector, Victor?
Roger. Huh?
Because, remember, we weren't allowed to take as much on the plane as we wanted to because it had a weight limit, and the weight limit was for the other material and the guns, I think, that the security company was bringing over.
Well, I was
So,
under the
you
impression it was
think
just
that-
Exxon that got them in, like with us.
You
Do
think
not
they
know.
knew of us and they tried to, to keep us back? That's what you mean? Because they did ask us to keep our guns away, right? To keep, no, but they were not specific. They just told us to remove stuff.
I don't think that they were actively trying to sabotage. I think they might have known something more than they have told us, because we were going there with a security company, basically.
Yeah, but the security company, from what you remember and what we played out, they were mostly worried about bears, grizzly bears and black bears, and possible sabotage from the north wind. So it was 2 security personnel, like actual security personnel with guns, and the rest were like a survival expert, mechanical engineer, maybe a doctor, like
Your person.
yeah, indeed. Like these were the people that were your, well, I wouldn't say twins, but they were oddly coinciding with your professions. But that's just metagaming. As far as you know, nobody knew what was going on here, and they were a security company that was Delta Green friendly. Like Delta Green used them to insert their agents into missions without the security company knowing that they were working for Delta Green, basically.
But, guys, what do we do with this skull?
There's not much that we can do. It's too heavy for us to lift. It's gonna be way too big.
I mean,
Get it back up and we get the fuck out of this room.
Well, do we want to put the lid back on the crate, or do we want to leave it open?
We could do either. I don't think it would change much because, like I said, I don't believe those creatures are coming
No, I don't
Specifically
think.
for
for that,
this.
no.
I don't think it matters
But
either.
maybe they could smell it. I don't know. I don't think we should worry about this. At least now we know how this creature looks like.
I think this is what we should worry about, but I mean, maybe I'm the only one.
Oh, I am worried. I just am so worried that I don't know what to do.
What do we do? Like, do we leave the skull out? Do we put the lid back on the crate?
I say we put the lid back on the crate, because if it doesn't know where it is, it won't find it unless he can scent it. So if it's all locked away, then it's status quo, like we was never here.
I agree.
I don't think it matters, but fine, we can put it back. Might as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I will help to do it.
So you put back the lid on the crate, saying goodbye to this lovely specimen. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I think we should go back from the basement. What do you think? Right? We should use the basement.
Back down, yeah.
Safer.
Back down.
By the way,
Absolutely.
is it? I think it's a safe road to use as escape
Escape where?
anywhere because it. Sorry, if I understood correctly in the map, the underground is connected. All the buildings are connected.
Yeah, most of them
Yeah,
are.
except for the Radio Shack. That's why we was going to stay in the Radio Shack, because then nothing can creep up on us.
But there are at least 3 entrances.
To the Radio Shack, yes.
No,
And to the basement.
to the basement.
1, 2,
There's
3, 4,
four?
5. It's 2
Yeah,
hatches and 3 sets of stairs.
So it does.
And
6
an
if you
elevator,
count
yeah.
the elevator, yeah.
So does it look like a good place to escape?
But it's just... If something gets into the building that we are, and we are just going to go down the stairs, it can just follow us down the stairs.
Yeah, you're right. I just
And
thought,
you can-
if we could run away, we could just maybe try to lock one door behind and try to slow down the thing, whatever the thing is.
I think if we meet it,
But we are going now. Okay, so we are going back to the basement and then to the radio.
back to the basement, check out.
Supply depot,
Yes,
or the storage room, or whatever it was called.
The supply building.
maintenance. Oh yeah, supply.
If you go to building 11
Yeah.
or room 11, then up the stairs there.
And got up to 11.
See, ours goes to 11. Why didn't you make 10 louder? But ours go to 11.
So you head back down into the underground tunnels. Use the maintenance hatch and you take the same party makeup as you did before, with Koko in the front, Kilo in the back, Kardiac and Killswitch in between. Where do you go?
10. And then through to 11.
So you move down this long corridor with wires overhead, fluorescent lighting, and emergency valves along the way.
Does anything smell or look different?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
And as you arrive at number 10, you can tell that this room is literally the heart of the station, housing a massive boiler that supplies heat to the facility. The giant electric generator produces a constant hum that makes hearing in this room extremely difficult, even with what you can tell it's only operating at 50% capacity. Against the far wall is the bulk of the pump machinery that drives the main turbine for the oil pipeline above. It is currently not operational.
I don't think we need anything in the generator room, right? So we can just continue on to storage.
Unless anyone wants to make a check who knows stuff about machinery to see if anything is
Maybe I
stuff
could
is
do
working
that.
correct.
I have the mechanic thing.
Yeah, you can roll it if you want to. Yeah, sure.
Could I help with that with the
Yep.
science engineering?
Yeah. So I would say if Killswitch helps, that would have a bonus for Kilo for 20%.
Well, I got a 1 under 40.
So yeah, that's a 40% bonus.
I rolled a 27.
Yeah.
And,
You could tell that since the pump machinery isn't running, the noise isn't that bad, even though it's extremely difficult to hear. But if it were, ear protection would be needed to even be in this place, else you would go deaf in, well, very fast.
Does this see any sense of sabotage to anything?
You don't know yet, but I'm gonna tell you.
but
Okay, I'll wind my neck in.
You see like a tall cylindrical fuel tank about 2/3 empty that is designed to siphon fuel of a portion of the oil being pumped through the pipeline to replenish itself. And as things are standing, this facility could run for another 2 months. You can see that the control of the heat of the power station can be diverted from this room. You could cut it in one place and add it to another place. And you could reroute power to a room or building from this place if you wanted to. There's no signs of sabotage or anything.
can we use this to create something to escape?
We could blow it up.
How does that help us?
Death is the ultimate escape.
Yep. If we drop it in here, blow it up, on our way, boom, into the sunset. Nope, let's carry on.
You could Thelma Louise it.
Yes.
You continue?
Yeah, to the supply room.
So you move on to the supply room. And this room is cool, calm, collected. No, this room is cool and rather sparse, with 9 cardboard boxes along one wall and 8 food-grade barrels along another. A set of stairs leads up to the supply building, and a doorway is covered with vinyl strips as one might see in a meat locker. This is presumably to keep this room cooler. A short side passage leads to a steel ladder, and as you look up, you see a sign that says office with an arrow pointing up.
Can I check the cardboard boxes?
You check the cardboard boxes, and it contained a variety of dried pastas, nuts, grains, and so on. As you check the barrels, they contain molasses, honey, corn syrup, and cooking oil. There's
a barrel of honey.
There is a barrel of honey, indeed.
Oh, I'm going to stick my head in it, but anyway.
All right, Winnie the Pooh. You can tell that there is a empty space between the shelves, and there is like signs what goes where. Dried food stuff to the left, oils to the far right, syrups next to it, and in the middle just said meats. What do you do?
I guess they have taste because they did not eat the spam.
Nobody likes spam.
I love spam. Give me more spam. Where the fuck are the weapons?
They're not in the meat locker, I can tell you that.
Starting to think there might not be any, and that they just had their own personal protection.
Which
Well,
is
then
so
where
weird.
did those weapons go?
Well, we found the one in the helicopter, but that still had 4 bullets in it, so there's a lot more bullet holes than there is bullet taken, and there's no shell casings anywhere that we've come across, so there must be another weapon at least.
I mean, he could have just reloaded his gun at some point. Because if there were 4 bullets left, it was used.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no shell casings. But then, as you say, they've probably run away with them because where are all the employees?
I mean, we found a few in a puddle. Actually, we found one in a puddle. One
How many
was
did you
basically
in the
pulverized.
say 2 dozen, wasn't it? There's 24 people working here, isn't there? And we've found 3 bodies so far, isn't it? Found the one on the pipeline. Well, no, that was the pilot, weren't it?
That was the pilot, yeah.
Yeah. So we found 1 in 3, found 1 in 2. We've got Daniel and Bill, but then Daniel and Bill don't seem to be connected with Exxon. So yeah, but they're not.
Maybe they got taken to the cave.
So this thing is snatching things, not just killing.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Can
Maybe
I-
after killing the first 2 or 3, it ate, was satisfied, took the rest to the cave for later.
Yeah. Did you say in this room there's like a section off that is the meat locker, like with the flaps? Or is that just the this whole room?
I was kind of mistaken. The flaps were between the pump machinery and this room, and you could tell that like it was to keep the heat off out of the pumping machinery towards this room.
Yeah, I have to go from at work, so
Yeah.
I'll run a bit like, yeah.
Indeed.
Do you think we should check the office? I mean, we're checking every place now, so, you know.
We have to go through there anyway to get out and through the radio shack. Might as well.
You have 2 options. You can either go to the supply building or the office. Supply building is just a stairway. The office is a hatch.
If we want to be strategic about this, we should probably go to the office first, check that out, go upstairs, go over to the building 4, and then cross over towards the
storage
pump
and then
building and
by-
the radio.
Why is that the strategic option? What difference does it make in which order we do it?
Well, because 4A is directly opposite. Actually,
But
well,
we could do it either direction. It's same. And I would rather take the stairs than the ladder.
Yeah. Should we just go up? Just
okay,
see what's
well,
up there.
whatever. Sorry, I did not see the other door. It's okay.
So you start by going up the stairs. I take it you take the same party order once again. Koko in front, Kilo in the back.
Yes.
As you ascend the stairs, you can tell that this ground floor of this building is one large room lined with shelves. Larger boxes and crates are stacked near the garage door. A pallet jack truck sits near them. In the middle of the room, one wooden crate looks as if it's been hastily pried open and its contents have been removed. On the far wall, there are stairs up to what the sign says, data storage. What do you do?
Is there anything on the crate that's been opened to indicate what the contents were?
Well, as you all check it, the ones with some electrical engineering skills can tell that the packing label indicates that this contained electronic parts. And as you check this label, you can see that the contents were part of what could have been used to repair or even build a shortwave radio. And as you check around... Sorry?
Is there a date on the shipping label?
Yeah, it's a few months ago. You could deduce that this was just here when the pumping station was set up.
And somebody tried to take it apart to repair the radio themselves after it was damaged by whatever thing attacked here.
Yeah, roll me an alertness check.
All of us?
Well, let's see if it's needed.
It is 84 over 43.
All right, so everybody roll me alertness except Killswitch. Kardiac, sorry.
44
8 under 40.
under 60.
62 under 80.
Kardiac, you're looking at this manifest and looking at the crate, looking at the manifest, like, it's not here. Everything in this list is not here, but the rest of you make the connection and look around. And you see that there is some packing material ascending the stairs.
Sorry, does that mean there's packing material on the stairs up?
Yep.
But nothing in the packing material, though.
No.
No.
But maybe somebody tried to build a radio upstairs.
So maybe one's already
Should we
built
go
in the
and check
offices.
Should we go and check it out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you just repeat what else was on the floor? There was a vehicle?
A pallet truck, wasn't it?
Yeah, a pallet jack truck.
What is that?
A pump truck? You know, where the pump and move pallets with. I'll get you a
Oh,
picture.
got it.
Yeah.
We don't hear any sound that's like there are people around.
No, but this close to the machinery downstairs, most of the sound that you hear is from downstairs. Like the machinery humming, even at 50%, there's a lot of noise here.
All right, we want to go check it, right?
So you move up the stairs, and the dull hum of electricity can be heard as you open the door at the top of the stairs to this room. The heat from the computer equipment keeps it somewhat warmer in here. Both long walls are lined with grey steel cabinets, clear panels with blinking lights and temporary readouts that provide the only light in the room at the moment. Koko, you look around and to your left, even in this gloom, you see a light switch.
I turn it on.
Explosions! No. The first thing you see is a little pile of electronic gear. It's the stuff that's needed to basically repair one of the radios. But as you look closer, you can see spare batteries. You can see canned food. And a box of shotgun shells.
Cha-ching!
Jackpot bitches!
He says in a French accent.
Oh, baguette!
I guess it was worth checking it out. Because these are the stuff that you can use, right? Killswitch.
Well, I'm actually thinking in this room, it's a data room. Is there a terminal?
There is a terminal that has a readout, yes.
Can I use my computer science to see the last few entries in the data log?
Sure.
Well, I have an 80 in it, so...
Yeah, I'm not going to make
it's going to come
roll.
in use some point.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for it. It's just readouts upon readouts of numbers, electricity power, read-throughs, pumping station numbers.
Is there any, like, anomalous readouts or anything?
No, but you can tell that the date that you know that all this happened, or supposedly happened, whatever it was, that was the last date that there were entries.
So whatever happened on that last day, everything shut down and...
Yep.
So nothing of note.
Nothing of note.
How many shotgun shells?
7.
100? Oh, well, thank you.
So you are upstairs and you have the main office on the other side of this little corridor that's in front of you. Do you want to check?
Yes.
Before we walk that, can I take some of the canned food I've taken in my backpack and put the extra spare parts for the radio in case I fuck up on the first couple of rolls?
Sure thing.
Okay, thank you.
Ready?
Ready? We did the shoulder tap?
Lego.
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 You move forward hesitantly at first, but you can see that the office is sparse but nicely decorated. A tasteful photograph of a warm sandy beach hangs above the manager's desk, and a small table on the back wall has a collection of decorative seashells on display. There's also a photograph of a pretty middle-aged woman holding a young girl in her lap. The large oak desk is clean and organized, with a pencil holder, empty document trays, computer monitor, and a keyboard. There are wires passing through a hole in the desktop. In the high-back leather office chair behind the desk is the body of a well-dressed man in a casual dress shirt. His head is flipped back, with his mouth wide open. The dark splatter on the wall behind him looks like a bloody halo.
That's a dead body, if I understood correct.
Yes.
No, it's a dull bell.
Also roll me sanity.
Here we go. It was going to happen some point tonight.
Yeah, I failed mine.
I rolled a 15
I imagine
under
a 15
58.
Yeah.
32 under 50.
Wow, look at you go.
And mine was 21 under 69.
81 over 76.
Oh, Koko. Hold on, was this a violence?
No, I've already crossed that. Oh, actually, yeah.
No,
was
that's
it
what I mean,
violence?
because if it's violence, then we all just succeeded. That was already adapted to violence.
Yeah, everybody takes 0 sanity.
Fuck yeah! I know I'd remember something.
I've only got 2 ticks on violence.
Yeah, but you made your sanity roll and it was a 1/0. 0/1. No tick for you.
How dare you?
You check around. You've seen death before. You're no stranger to death. Everybody
Does
roll
it
me
look like they...
number.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Does it
Sorry.
look like they killed themselves?
It very much looks like they killed themselves, and you can see that there is a gun in his hand.
What is it?
A 375 Colt Magnum. But
Beast.
everybody roll me alertness.
33 under 60. Another success.
41 under 80.
I also got 33 under 40, so 2 critical successes so far.
42 under 43.
Oh,
Noise.
yes.
Perfect.
As you open the drawers on this desk, you find a box with 20 more rounds. And as you check this Colt Magnum, it has 5 shots left.
And how much you would have?
6.
Usually?
6. He used 1 on himself.
Sorry, how many bullets?
20.
25 rounds of Colt.
Yes.
4 rounds of, was it 357 Magnum?
Mm-hmm.
And now we have... How many shotgun shells did you already have? And then you've added another 7 to it.
I just
Well, we
said
have 3.
shotgun ammo, but I'll look at what the standard size is that you can get that in.
So you'll be put on a list, okay?
You check this body, and you see a small piece of paper in his vest pocket. You take it out, you open it, and it reads, "The darkness is growing. I can feel it, and there are none who can stop it. I know that if there is a god, he is at best cruel, and at worst apathetic. Please tell my beloved Helen that I did this to save us all, and tell my daughter Melissa that I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Yeah,
Bye
he
Spotify
doesn't
while
help.
we chat about all the meta shit that's just been revealed there.
I calculated I now have 30 because I used 2 to shoot the bear.
Aren't you forgetting somebody? You shot your shotgun.
Oh
3
shit!
times.
Yeah, I shot. Yeah, no, sorry, I completely forgot.
How
I've
could
got
you forget
29.
your first kill of the adventure?
You know,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
so far away and ADHD brain. I do not remember what my name is sometimes.